Hey guys, I'm going to teach you 4 things today that are going to change your life when it comes to leading and coaching a team, growing and scaling a business, or doing your first deals, right? It's called an upfront agreement. The first thing is that you're going to learn from an upfront agreement is alignment. You know, when we meet people or we're getting into a deal, we begin to go in and everybody has what they want. And we're kind of in the honeymoon phase, right? Everything's lovey-dovey, everything's going really good. But life and business isn't necessarily that way. One of the easiest ways to make sure that it's an agreement you want to get to is, one, address it up front. But the first step is you're going to have to make sure you're aligned. Do we want the same things? When you win, do I win, right? And when you're discussing it, see, here's the thing. If you're creating a deal that's not a win-win, over the life term, it's a bad deal, right? But it doesn't have to be. Everybody can get what they want. And at this point in time, in the first step, that's what you're doing. You're going ahead and making sure that every single person's expectations are aligned, so later on down the road, you don't run into trouble. Number 2, you're going to set standards for the agreement, right? Whatever the case may be, every agreement has to have standards, right? It can't be, hey, I didn't do my part, now you have to do yours, right? So there basically can be triggers in those standards. Hey, if you do this by this date, I will do that, right? And what this does is, when memories fade, you already have it written down in paper, and at the same point in time, you went through the process. You created the standards, you communicated, everybody was heard. Hey guys, if you need help or you want to go a little bit deeper, text me at the number below. Let's get back to the video. Step number 3, it boosts productivity. You're in a relationship, you're in a business transaction, you're 3, 5, 7, 12 months in, and it's going a little bit stale, right? And what is it? You're like, hey, but we agreed to X, Y, Z. So it makes it very clearly aligned what the person is. You can sit down, you can have a conversation, and guess what? You whip out that upfront agreement and you're like, hey, you know, that's not really the way it is. You remember when we had this conversation? You know, and I would suggest you just pull it out once a month. You're doing your little quick one-on-one, whether you're managing an investment, whatever the case may be. If somebody made you promises, if you made promises to someone, sometimes our memories fade, right? And I know that all of you want to operate out of integrity. So if you said something, I know that you want to do it to the best of your ability. But if somehow that you forgot that you said it, it could be a problem. So when people have the ability to know that there's a solid concrete agreement in writing, it gives them the ability to put their all into it, right? We live in a world where sometimes what people say isn't what they do. But if you have an agreement and it's in writing, a person's going to give you more effort knowing that they have a clear target to shoot for. Number 4, the 4th thing that you're going to get from an upfront agreement is you're going to have a healthy relationship. Because over time, memories always fade, right? But when you go in and you've had a clear upfront agreement and you've practiced the previous steps, every single person has the safety, the freedom to go in and say, hey, you know what? If I do whatever I say if I honor what I said I was going to do, then I will get what I said I was going to get. This fosters a long-term healthy relationship. See, relationships all the time come undone, right? And most of the time, and we've all been guilty of this and we've all experienced it. Have you ever thought something that, hey, maybe the other person's thinking when in fact it's not true, right? And for those of you that are still stuck in that case, this could be a way for you to get out of it. But the 4th thing is, and this is the key to it all, is it's going to ultimately foster a long-term healthy relationship. Either which way, I hope this video was helpful. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, or share. If you know another entrepreneur that this can help, please share it with them. Either which way, I hope this video was helpful. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, or share. If you know another entrepreneur that this can help, please share it with them.